I'm Cindy Huggins, registered dietitian and certified diabetes educator here at the DCH Regional Medical Center. Today, I'm going to walk you through a quick and simple and easy recipe to give that sweet tooth something it needs today. We're going to make the no-bake peanut butter and chocolate chip bites. The no-bake is the key term there. So when you're getting ready for this, know that it's easy and you can move through it quickly and even pull the kids in if you wanted to. When you go to get your ingredients, do know that there's one special ingredient you may not recognize. And the ingredients calls for a Domino's light sugar and light Splenda blend. This is where they've taken basic sugar, brown sugar, and mixed it with a Splenda, which is our artificial sweetener. Now, if you don't have that on hand, then you can mix your own. Light brown sugar mixed with some stevia or Splenda packs in order to create about 1/3 a cup of that blend. Now, once you get that blend together, that's going to be put in with 1/3 a cup of milk. You're going to place it ideally on top of the oven on low heat and stir nicely and slowly. Now, after you get that going, your other ingredients will be peanut butter. Yum. Peanut butter is actually a very, very good protein-rich source and really rich in what we like to call our heart-healthy fats. So peanut butter can go a long way nutritionally, and it's tasty there. So with that peanut butter, after we add it into our mixture here, then we're going to start to round out our balls. And that's going to call for about 2 cups of rolled oats, old-fashioned rolled oats. I'd recommend to only use old-fashioned rolled oats simply because instant ones won't give you the texture you're really getting here or wanting here. And overall, you'll make a better ball at the end of it there. Now, with that, you also need a little bit of vanilla extract. It calls for about 1 teaspoon to mix in. Now, this whole batch is going to make around 28 servings, and the serving size is about 2 bites, okay? So don't get too excited when I say 28 there. We want to try to limit it to about 2 bites, all right? So I'm going to start mixing in here. Now, I was not blessed to have a stove top in my office here, so I heated this brown sugar and stevia blend with the milk, about 1/3 a cup in the microwave. And now I'm going to add about 1/2 a cup of this peanut butter in hopes that it will mix and blend smoothly. But I do recommend that you get on the stove top there and use that saucepan on a low heat because you might get a little bit of coagulation, as you can see I've got here, there, and it'll just make a smoother product for us. So as we get it mixed together, I smell the peanut butter coming through, mixed together, it'll start getting a little bit thicker. And that's good. That's what we want it to do because remember, we're trying to just round out some chocolate balls here. And it looks simple as that. Now, yours will probably look a whole lot prettier than mine if you're going to use that saucepan on top there. So I'm going to get this nice and mixed here. And oh, it smells so good. Now, I do want to tell you that, remember, if you don't know, artificial sweeteners are about 600 times sweeter than regular sugar. So don't feel the need to add any more artificial sweetener because you think it's not going to be sweet. Believe you me, it will be sweet. So be careful with adding that artificial sweetener. And if you do get that bitter taste, that probably means you can use a little bit less of that artificial sweetener the next time you do this recipe. Okay. So I'm going to start mixing in some of the old-fashioned rolled oats. And the oats are going to provide some good fiber for us and some good quality whole grain carbohydrates. Now with this, I'll measure in. Now ideally we want to have a big bowl, but this is where my little girl Lucy would love to come in and make the biggest mess ever. And as a nutrition professional, I think messes should be had in the kitchen. So just make them clean it up there. So a little messy it's going to be there, but again, remember when you're cooking, try not to let it stress you out. And though you may not call this cooking, it is a form of cooking there. I'm just going to mix in, and it's going to get thicker and thicker and messier and messier. And it almost looks as if I could eat it right now. Now you'll see I'm using simple utensils, nothing fancy. Of course, you can get the fancy out with a spatula and make sure you get as much ingredients as you can out of it. Now I'm going to start throwing in my vanilla. Now vanilla is very, very strong, vanilla extract. So a little bit goes a long way. The recipe calls for about a teaspoon, but you can add it to taste. And all right, now I'm gonna throw in some chocolate chips. And as my daughter would say, she'd say, "Ooh, a little bit in here and a little bit for me," as she feeds herself every other bite there. So gonna continue to mix in, and it's gonna get thicker and thicker. And this is where your hands might come into play, and you want to get either your hands a little dirty, or if you want to pull in the kids, to have them come in and start dipping out some chocolate balls here. So with clean hands, washed thoroughly in a clean surface here, with your wax paper to the side, go ahead and just start pulling out a little bit of bites. And I'm actually, when I pull out one, I am going to dip it right there, but I'm also going to add a little bit more oats just to help thicken up a little bit. And just like you would do with Play-Doh if you had it in your hands, you're simply going to go back and forth and get your hands nice and chocolatey there. Quick and easy. Throw it on the paper here, and voila, you have a no-bake chocolate oatmeal bite. Super yummy, super nutritious. It's real chocolate with some real sugar in there and a little bit of splash of artificial sweetener to help reduce the calories. And along the way, we added in a buckle of nutrition, from your oats to your peanut butter, even the chocolate chips, as in a little bit of fun, sweet, and some nice antioxidants there. Come back and see us for more recipes. I'm just going to take this, throw it in the refrigerator, and we're going to let it chill for a couple of hours, and then we will go enjoy our snack.